Let's bring you some of the stories. Now, some workers of Defunct Tollbooths in Accra on Thursday massed up at the Ministry of Roads and Highways to demand the payment of their 5-month salaries and reassignments. Now, on November 18, 2021, the Roads Minister directed that the collection of road and bridge tolls at all locations nationwide should cease. Now, this rendered many, including physically challenged persons who once manned the booths, jobless. Citi News' Akosia Otre has the details.
For 6 months, the workers of Defunct Tollbooths have been left to their fate. They have been rendered jobless. I spoke to some of them who massed up at the Roads and Highways Ministry earlier on Thursday to register their displeasure and also demand answers as to why they have not been reassigned and paid since the beginning of the year.
We've been sitting home for 6 months now. Not a single salary has been given to us. And upon that, the salary is nothing. But we need our jobs. We need the jobs. We are determined that until they have something positive for us, we are not leaving these premises. If it's going to take a week, if it's going to take a month, a year, we are going to be on this premises until we hear something positive from the government.
Are you also saying that you're going to be on this premises for a week or a month until you hear from the Ministry of Transport?
Yes, please, my dear. You've even made a mistake. I'll be sleeping here for a year. Because right now, as I'm speaking now, because I'm not having a job, they've invited me at home. I can't pay my rent. So today, I'm not living here without any good news, without my job.
For me, I'm a graduate. If I tell I've sent over 100 applications, no response. Okay? No response. So if the civil society will come inside, definitely they will open opportunities for us. And for our brothers who are disabled, some also are skilled, some also are learned. Do you understand? So a disability doesn't mean that you can't do anything. It's just an impairment.
The Ministry of Roads and Highways, together with the leaders of the group, held a crunch meeting to deliberate on the issues being raised. Few minutes later, the workers got angrier as their leaders relayed the outcome of the meeting to them.
Point out that we did not accept what they have said. We did not accept it.
One of the leaders spoke to me on agreements reached at the meeting.
We didn't get what we want, but what was said was that we should just be patient, that they are still working on it. So we're hoping that information relating to when actually we are getting our money, because our members are crying. They're saying even today, we want all our money today. And then apart from the salary arrears, the issue that has to do with reassignment, which is that we should be engaged in other alternate livelihoods, was also on the table. But even that, the minister and then the board that we spoke to made us understand that they are still in talks and they are still arranging for that to come to pass. So we should just bear with them. He also went ahead to say that the issue that has to do with the e-levy has really affected. The e-levy, the delay that had to do with the passage of the e-levy has really delayed, affected issues that has to do with that, which is the reassignment and those issues. So
the ministry, despite agitations, asked the workers to exercise restraint as deliberations are still ongoing.
The Honourable Minister of Roads and Highways had a meeting with leadership of the toll group, and they brought up two main issues. Number one, it has to do with their reassignment, and number two has to do with their outstanding salaries. And Minister made it clear to them that as far as the reassignment is concerned, there has been an options on the table. And as we speak, there's a meeting ongoing regarding Axle load. And that meeting is discussing the way and manner we can expand the operations of Axle load. And it's our intention to deploy some of the toll collectors onto the Axle load centers. And number two, the salary issue. Minister said that as we speak legally, the ministry does not have any contractual agreement with the toll collectors, but rather the company that employed them. And as it is now, before the cessation of the toll collections, there were some discussions on the table regarding how these companies could be, as it were, re-engaged so that our brothers in the toll collection system could be in business. But that negotiations are not completed. We are doing everything possible to ensure that they receive the arrears. But with regards to the reassignment, just like I pointed out earlier, that discussions are ongoing, the options are on the table. We are not, as it were, behaving as if we don't know what's happening.
Even though workers of various road toll booths in Accra are not excited about the development on the matter of their reassignment and also the payment of salaries, the Ministry of Roads and Highways have assured them of making sure that each and every one of them gets their salaries paid as promised. Reporting for Citi News from the Ministry of Transport, my name is Akosia Ochre.